Let's get back to our discussion on the seizure of drugs and arrest of Nigerians who returned from Brazil via different routes, and they were arrested with drugs on their persons. We have with us the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Commander at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos, Usman Wada, who joins us live on the program. Thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you very much.
So what specific intelligence gathering techniques and international collaborations have made it possible for the NDLEA to consistently intercept high-profile traffickers?
Thank you very much for the question. I must say, since the assumption of office of His Excellency Brigadier General Buba Marwa, retired CON, he prioritized what we call training and retraining of staff, and then also put more emphasis on collaboration with international partners. And the technology and method we use is in the area of profiling. We so much rely on profiling of passengers by what we call targeting. We use what we call targeting. We are trained on how to target passengers that are coming from more especially the source countries. So how do we do that? We use what we call a hunter spread machine that we use, the tool in analyzing the passengers coming in, using what we call the manifest. We use the manifest to narrow down our targets to very specific passengers, and that has helped in the area of reducing direct interface with passengers. Also, we use the international partners in sharing information. We share information with our international partners, thereby enhancing our own operations. Then also, like I said, the chairman so much believe in what we call the capacity building. An average NDLA officer has been trained on how to suspect, narrow down. As passengers are arriving or departing, we used to stay in some strategic positions where we can profile passengers based on their body language and physical profiling.
Right, if I may come in here, given the sophisticated methods traffickers now use, what kind of technology or training does the NDLEA rely on to stay, 2 steps ahead?
Yeah, like I said, so much training and retraining of officers, but we also employ the use of technologies such as scanning machines. If we profile a passenger, we might decide to refer the person for body scanning. And we have a body scanning in use. We also have what we call the lie detector machine, which we also use at the airport here. And then we have so many such tools that are also employed. So the use of technology is what we highly rely on. Like I said earlier, we use what we call targeting system. That one too has helped a lot, because when we target people, we try to reduce the number of people, and then when we target some people, we now send it to the officers on the front line. And that has helped us a lot.
Right. Be that as it may, it seems that even as impressive as these operations are, the seizures, and arrests continue to rise. Does this suggest the NDLEA's success reflects effective enforcement, or does it suggest the highlighting a growing drug trafficking industry that remains resilient despite the efforts to put a stop to it?
Yeah, just like as you said, the trend fluctuates. We cannot really say that maybe what we are doing is not effective, or whether the thing is not reducing. In the sense that when we arrive here, particularly, let me give an example with the airport here. When we arrived sometime around 2022, the seizure then was about 23 tons of assorted drugs that we seized. Then in 2023, the thing went down to about 21 tons. Then 2024, it went down to about 7 tons. And this year, we are still on it. So it do fluctuate. One cannot say it is not reducing or whatever. And also, we are doing a lot, because if you look at within about 3 years, we were able to arrest more than 10 barons, and some already convicted, some the prosecution is still ongoing. So we always try as much as possible to ensure that we go beyond what we call only the couriers.
Right. I'm afraid we must stop our discussion there. Thank you again for joining us on the program. NDLEA Commander at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Mr. Usman Wada. A pleasure again having you.
Thank you very much.